The competence recession. We don't have just a trust problem. We have a competence problem. And nobody wants to say it out loud. Planes malfunction, infrastructure fails, customer service collapses, leadership looks confused. Experts contradict each other publicly, and people feel it. Not just dishonesty, incompetence. We are all living in a competence recession. And what's more dangerous than corruption? Because corruption implies someone knows what they're doing. Incompetence means no one does. So when standards drop, everything feels fragile. There was a time when mastery mattered, craft mattered, reputation mattered, apprenticeship mattered. You didn't become a surgeon because you had a platform. You didn't become a leader because you were loud. You became one because you were trained. Now, virality often outruns qualification. Confidence often outruns capability. And aesthetics often outruns substance. That's cultural decay. The participation trophy era. Ooh, I'm about to get touchy on some of you guys. We told an entire generation, you're special for showing up. We lowered grading standards. We inflated resumes. We rewarded effort over excellence. Encouragement is good, but removing consequences is destructive. Because when people aren't trained to handle failure, they avoid difficulty, and avoidance breeds incompetence. Corporate and institutional examples. Look at modern corporate breakdowns. Customer service chat loops, automated responses, no human accountability. You can't reach anyone who actually knows anything. Look at infrastructure, failure across cities, delayed repairs, budget mismanagement. Hello? Look at high-profile project outruns in both public and private sectors. It's not always evil intent. Sometimes it's just poor execution. And poor execution destroys trust. Social media illusion of skill. You can look successful without being skilled. Filters, angles, borrowed quotes, AI captions. You can look disciplined without discipline. And when image outruns ability, eventually reality corrects you. That correction is painful. The self-confidence collapse. Let's zoom in. Let's get real close. How many people can sit still for 20 minutes without stimulation? Have a difficult conversation without escalating. Stick to a plan for 90 days straight. Basic mental stamina is declining. Physical health is declining. Attention spans are declining. So, if you can't control your focus, you can't build mastery. Competence requires repetition. Repetition requires boredom tolerance. We have eliminated boredom. Why is this dangerous? A trust recession creates suspicion. A competence recession creates fragility. When people sense leaders don't know what they're doing, fear increases. Markets shake. Communities divide. People hoard security. In unstable times, competence is calming. Incompetence is gasoline on the fire. So what is the 12-gauge response? You cannot control global competence, but you can eliminate mediocrity in your own life. And here's the hard rule. Stop pretending you're good at things you haven't trained for. Stop broadcasting before building. Stop debating before studying. Stop leading before mastering. Competence is earned quietly, not announced loudly. Let's return to mastery. If you want to separate yourself in this era, pick one thing. Train relentlessly. No shortcuts, no aesthetic posturing, no premature branding. Real skill, real strength, real reliability. When competence becomes rare, the competent rise fast. I'll leave you with this probably not perfect quote because it's coming from my memory. Bruce Lee himself once said, "I do not fear the man that knows 1,000 kicks. I fear the man that has practiced the same kick 1,000 times." You say you want better leadership. Are you leading anything well? You say companies are incompetent. Is your house in order? You say standards are dropping. Are yours rising? This is the brutal truth. You cannot complain about cultural mediocrity while living comfortably in your own. Competence is built in silence, in repetition, in showing up when it's not exciting, in doing the boring things correctly over and over again. The world feels fragile because too many people skip the reps. They wanted the spotlight without an apprenticeship. They wanted the title without the training. They wanted the brand without the backbone. Don't be that. In a competence recession, mastery is rebellion. In a world of loud amateurs, be a quiet professional. Because when things shake, people look for the one who actually knows what they're doing. Be that person, not online, in reality.